How you guys doing today? Today, I want to talk about a subject that I'm always asked all the time, whether it's through email, on YouTube, or in person. How many credit cards should I have? That's what I'm going to discuss with you, so stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to management, and I've owned 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. As you guys, I know you guys have been doing so. Close to 500 subs, trying to get to 1,000 subs. So share with your friends and family. Thank each and every one of you guys who have subscribed, who has commented, who has liked videos in the past. Now remember, in the month of December, you get a free 30-minute consultation. Sign up, the information's down below. Every single person who signs up for the 30-minute free consultation will get a copy of my free ebook. We're talking over 60 pages of information with regards to credit and so forth. So you will have a copy of that ebook absolutely for free if you sign up for the 30-minute consultation. And those of you who take it a step further, who want to invest in your future, if you do sign up for credit repair services, the monthly payment will be dropped by $20. So from now until the 23rd, which is my birthday, be sure to take advantage of that. Also, there are the free letters down below, free pay to delete, free goodwill letter, free cease and desist letter, as well as there's a DIY packet, which is half off this month, as well as an inquiry removal kit, which is half off. These are 2 things that you can get, you can purchase on your own. Obviously, there are instructions with regards to helping you with both of those things. If you want to try and clean up your credit on your own, there's a DIY packet, as well as an inquiry removal kit to help you out with that. That stuff is down below. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, okay? When we think about credit cards, right, for each and every person it's different. How many credit cards should you have? For each and every person, it's a different scenario and so forth. But I want you to look at 4 key things that factor in when it comes to having multiple credit cards, okay? Understand, it's only 10% of your score, right? Your credit mix only represents 10% of your FICO score. So, you know, the thing that I always think about is what's better, one $10,000 credit card, one credit card with a $10,000 limit, or 10 credit cards with a $1,000 limit. The reality is it's a lot easier to manage that one credit card with a $10,000 limit. When you look at someone's FICO score, depending on your utilization on those credit cards, whether it's the 10 or the 1, is what factors in on your FICO score with regards to your credit. But personally, I would tell people if you can get approved for one credit card with a $10,000 limit, that's a lot better than getting 10 credit cards with $1,000 limit. And a lot of times if you got 10 credit cards with only a $1,000 limit, then creditors are probably looking at you as risky to a certain extent to only extend a $1,000 limit. But the good thing comes in when it comes to credit card increases every 6 months. When you're on one credit card with a $10,000 limit, you may only get, you know, a $3,000 or $4,000 credit increase if you are taking care of that credit card, versus the 10, you may get $4,000 on every card, which will up your utilization with regards to that. But it just depends on you as an individual. Number 2, your credit card utilization, which is what I sort of kind of briefly explained before, that factors in, right? How much of that $10,000 are you using? Is it at 10% or below? That's what I encourage. I know that there are 30% and below. Yes, as time progresses within your stages, if you were obviously maxed out the credit card, you want to get down to 50%, you want to get down to 30%, you want to get down to 10%, and then you want to get down to 0%. where you're using your credit cards like debit cards. Number 3, one of the things I always tell people in the beginning is to avoid applying for a bunch of credit cards all at once. Now, I'm not telling you to, obviously your FICO score is good. I'm not telling you not to apply for a bunch of credit cards if that's what you want to do. But I say to avoid doing it because you want to have a plan, right? You want to get to the point to where when you're applying for a credit card, depending on what your situation is within your household, you want to apply for the best credit card, right? Let's say, for instance, you're looking for a credit card balance transfer, right? If you're looking for a credit card balance transfer, then a credit card that you want to look for is a credit card with 0% APR for a year or 18 months. They have them out there. You want to apply for that one in particular with regards to that. Now, on the flip side, let's say you're looking at trying to get a lot of points and you find a credit card that's giving you 5 times the points for grocery shopping. And you have a big family and it's something that you guys do each and every month anyways, then you might as well get the 5 points and apply for that type of credit card with regards to that. And then obviously there are other ones with regards to sign-on bonuses, right? You want to find a credit card that has a pretty cool sign-on bonus. A lot of times they'll say between 3 to 6 months you have to spend a certain amount of money on your credit card, so be advised and make sure you pay attention to that. But that might be something because, 100,000 points may give you $1,000 worth of extra cash. You're already spending that money anyways. To get $1,000 back would be great, and you can use that for a trip or whatever the circumstance may be. And so it's very important when you're applying for credit cards that you're just not applying for a bunch of credit cards. Have a plan. When you have a plan, it makes things make so much more sense. That way you're not stuck with some credit card that you don't like or that you don't really necessarily need and you're not wanting to spend on the credit card. So ultimately, how many credit cards do I need? I always say it depends on how many credit cards that you as an individual can manage, right? Some people can only manage 2 or 3 credit cards, and if that's you, it's okay. On the flip side, some people can manage 10 to 15 credit cards, right? It all depends on you. And I always say, obviously the more income that you are making, chances are the more credit cards you're going to possibly have with regards to that. And that'll help you out with regards to doing it. Because the last thing you want to do is have 15 credit cards and you can't even use them all. And one of those credit cards becomes stagnant because you're not charging it or using it. But ultimately, have a plan. How many credit cards? It's too many credit cards. It depends on you as an individual. As you're applying for these credit cards and getting these credit cards, and if you're using them responsibly, as an individual, okay, do I need another credit card? A lot of times you may have 5 or 6 credit cards, and within the planning, some new credit card may come out with something brand new, air miles or whatever the circumstance is, and that's a new category that you've been probably using on the other credit cards, but with this credit card in particular, it makes it a lot better. And more sense to use a credit card. So obviously because you're a person who flies a lot. So it all depends on you ultimately. And that's what it boils down to. So how many credit cards should you have? You should have as many credit cards as you can responsibly have and use. The reality is, I know that those of you who are clicking on these videos and so forth, a large percentage of you guys, credit is not in a good standings. Ultimately, like I always say, hire a professional. Invest your money to hire a professional with regards to helping you with your credit. Now, if it's not me, that's fine. Find somebody that you trust and that you can actually hire to help you out on your journey. Now, like I stated before, you sign up for the 30-minute consultation, you get the free ebook, and then for those of you who want to go even further and actually get the credit repair services, we're taking $20 off the monthly fee, which will save you over $120 over the duration of that time span. So be sure to click the link below. Let's talk on the 30-minute consultation, and then let's get yourself from the 600 to the 700 club and even beyond. One of the things that I do teach with regards to credit repair is we help clean up your credit, and then we educate you with regards to building credit. That's very key with regards to changing your family's life and putting you guys in a position to where, you know, obviously credit can help build and change your lives. Now, if you have any questions about credit or debt, put them down in the comments section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as I always state, you be great.